All right, there we are. The beginning of session 35 of Adventures in Emathan. Welcome, guys.
Hello.
All right, we'll start out as we do with character introductions. I believe Max has got a lot he wants to say about his character tonight.
All right.
All right. Kogaan, tell us about yourself.
Yes, Kogaan, played by myself, is a seventh level rune knight fighter, and he's a gold dragonborn. And fun facts about fighters: if you're new to D&D, they have a really great ability that they get early levels. I think maybe second level, called Second Wind, and it allows them to heal their fighter level plus their constitution bonus as a actually I think it's a free action basically on their turn. So very handy if you're in a tight spot and you can't get that healing and you just need to recover some hit points or stay topped up. It's a great little ability.
Cool. And Douglan, tell us about yourself.
Yes, Douglan McKayne. One of the custom feats that our benevolent DM allowed Douglan to take on was the Great Weapon Defense. Now, I know I've talked about some of the offensive capabilities, but there are a couple of defensive capabilities that I find underused by myself. Fully to blame. But if you're in that Great Weapon Defense, which you kind of have to activate, if you will, you can disengage by using only your movement, which is nice because usually only rogues can kind of have that bonus disengagement. This allows Douglan to kind of keep control of the battlefield and go where he's needed. And then also, if there is a character that has multiple attacks on you, you can impose disadvantage on one of their attacks, which is nice. You kind of like learn and get ready for their next hit. And again, it allows them to kind of stay on their feet and I guess take more abuse because that's just what Douglan does. He just takes abuse.
Wow, overpowered.
Just my job.
Yeah, right.
This custom class needed more play testing.
But this is the playtest. This is the ultimate
This is the
playtest we got
yeah.
going
This
on.
is it, man. This is it.
Yeah, we're at session 35 of Douglan's new subclass
Douglan's
playtest.
playtest.
Awesome.
All right. So no rules concerns at a last session, so we'll get right into our recap of last session. As the last session began, it was early evening on the 28th day of the first Trigon of Elok's influence. Douglan and Kogaan had just arrived at the Hollow Harbor fight arena. After asking around, they were pleased to hear that Harabar Mazura was at the arena that night. After further inquiry, they arrived at a small booth near the middle of the arena. Seated in the booth was a half-orc who stared intently at some papers before looking up to see them. After giving them a quick look over, an unexpectedly large smile erupted across his face. "Friends," he bellowed, "what can Harabar do for you on this fabulous of fright nights?" After brief introductions, Douglan and Kogaan joined Harabar at his table. They inquired about Harabar's knowledge of Tressa Frostdancer's hideout. He told them that when he was young, he had adventured with Tressa. She often spoke of a place where she wanted to retire. Harabar believed that this was where her hideout was located. Harabar offered Douglan and Kogaan a deal: fight in the arena and prove their worth as adventuring partners. If they won, he would take them to Tressa's hideout and split whatever was found equally between the three. A quick winning fight against two Goliaths known as the Brothers of Pain proved that Douglan and Kogaan were worthy partners. A plan was made to wait for the Stargazer's return from the city of Alagon. The three would take the skyship into the Star-Run Mountains to a waterfall known as the King's Cloak. This was the area where Harabar believed Tressa's hideout would be found. The three new adventuring partners departed Hollow Harbor a few days later. The skyship allowed a very quick travel to the falls despite poor weather conditions. After an hour or so of searching the area, Tressa's hideout was located. Captain Murfitz landed the ship nearby and the party departed. Arriving at the hideout, the first objective was to find an entrance. After a quick search around the building, it was determined that the double doors at the front were the only way in. Kogaan gave the doors a hard shot with his shoulder, and the wood bar holding it closed shattered. The room inside the doors was surprisingly warm and well lit thanks to magical lanterns and fireplaces. A quick search revealed some coins and a dagger with magical script carved into it. Traveling into the next room, the party was immediately attacked by two large stone statues that appeared to be acting as guards. The statues showed great resistance to the party's efforts to defeat them. Ultimately, both were destroyed, but not before all three adventurers received some good hits. Thanks to some magical healing, the party was able to recover and carry on. They decided to search the upstairs next. In a completely unexpected turn, they immediately encountered a young green dragon who referred to itself as Thornsnap. Thornsnap claimed to be trying out the place as a potential lair and was surprised to have guests. Although annoyed at the intrusion, it offered the party a deal. They could search the hideout for treasure if they shared what they found with the dragon and then left. Without waiting for an answer, the dragon leaped up to a large hole it had created in the hideout's roof. Giving the party a disapproving look, it disappeared outside. The party continued their search upstairs where they found what appeared to be the bedroom. Searching the room uncovered a pair of magical short swords and a large belt. Although they could not confirm, the belt's design left them believing that this was the belt of giant strength they sought. Returning to the ground floor, the party entered the last section of the hideout, where they found the kitchen and a study. Searching the new areas, they discovered a tunnel off of the kitchen into a cavern below. Douglan climbed down, and as his boots hit the ground, the tunnel erupted in a shrieking noise. Dozens of strange mushrooms in the area were producing what appeared to be a warning. A warning for who or what was unclear. Once all three were inside the cave, they began exploring. In the next chamber, the party encountered a small, shallow stream and began to cross it. As soon as they touched the water, two large, watery creatures erupted from the stream and attacked, trying to pull the party members into it. The party again prevailed against the foes, but not without taking a few solid hits and burning up more of their dwindling resources. As today's session begins, it is mid-afternoon on the 30th day of the first Trigon of Elok's influence. The party has just collected themselves after the fight against the watery creatures discovered in the stream. Ahead, the cave continues around a corner to the right. What lies ahead in Tressa's hideout?
I'd just like to start off by saying that second win is a bonus action, not free action.
For clarification.
Clarification.
God, I hope they stay tuned to find out the truth.
Absolutely. After that riveting recap.
I hope they did. Right.
I don't think anything bad is down here, Kogaan. I think we're going to be all right.
Strange water creatures, probably the worst of it. Sure.
What else could there be?
All right. Any questions or clarifications from last session before we carry on?
I don't think so.
Excellent.
Not from my end.
Who has
right.
the swords?
Swords?
Harabar is carrying the
Harabar.
swords.
Got it.
That was the one thing that he had asked that
That's right.
if
Yeah.
found, he could keep.
Sentimental value?
Yeah.
Or something?
Douglan just needs the satisfaction of knowing he helped others. That's all he needs.
Yeah, that's
We'll go on a
nice.
quest for your stuff.
That's nice of him. All right. So you're literally you defeated the water weirds. They went splashing back into the river, and now other than the sound of the stream in the cavern, all has gone quiet.
Harabar. Do you suspect any more surprises for us? Did Tressa ever say anything about special defenses or anything about an underwater cavern or underground cavern?
No, Harabar never hear anything about this, but it is expected from Tressa. She's very tricky.
Hmm. Okay, thank you. Well, Douglan?
After you, Kogaan.
Well, maybe we will stick close for your godly protection.
Yes. We checked south of here, right? It was just sort of a.
It's just water that goes underneath the.
Got
It just
like a
goes
tunnel.
back sort of under the rock, the
Got
natural stream that was here.
Okay.
Okay.
Comes out of the rock in the north, disappears back into the rock at the south.
Got
I
it.
guess I'm not large anymore.
And nothing north of Kogaan, right? That's all wall.
It goes up a little bit into just a little nook off to the left there, but you can
That's
see
all
right in there. There's nothing in there.
Okay. All right, lads. Perhaps we trudge on.
Let us continue forth. More cavern.
All right, you see.
All right.
Nope, that's okay. It just kind of continues down and then out towards the east. Again, still all very well lit by these same sort of permanent lamps you've seen all through the place.
Since we're not in a rush, even though Kogan's not very good at it, I'm going to attempt to move stealthily.
Okay, give me. What about yourself, Douglan?
Sure.
Okay, give me a couple of stealthy rolls there, guys, just so we can.
Hey, look at that. What a team.
Look at you guys just nining it around there.
We're probably
That's
holding
good.
hands at that point.
Oh, yeah. Adorable. All right.
Douglan, from where you are, where the two of you guys are, the tunnel kind of goes to the east and takes a very sharp corner down towards the south. You can see there is extra light shining down the tunnel at this point.
Okay.
Kind of giving you the feeling that there's additional lamps ahead.
I'll share that with the folks here and keep on keeping on.
Okay, when you get there, are you peeking around the corner?
Yeah, I would say we're definitely advancing at a slow, cautious rate. We're not stealthy, but we're still not like just walking without a care in
Beating
the
against
world.
your breastplate as you walk
Yeah.
through. Okay, Douglan, as you approach the corner and kind of look around, you can see about 10 feet or so in a southerly direction, the tunnel opens up into a room. What immediately catches your attention is an enormous statue similar to the one that you had seen before. sitting in the middle of this room. Now, throughout the room, you can see there are chests. There are kind of on either side of where this giant. So this statue looks like the ones upstairs, but it's a version that is twice as large as the ones that were upstairs.
Wait.
And it's just sort of standing there, not moving. You can't tell if it's aware of your presence or not.
Right. Kogaan.
Mm-hmm.
There's another one of them stone statues, but as big as you get.
Let me see. Oh boy. Maybe.
Kogaan, as you come into view, the statue turns its head and looks towards you, but it doesn't move.
Maybe it is triggered by, how you say, proximity. If we get close, it will come
Do
at
you
us.
remember if those statues upstairs attacked us right away or when we kind of walked in? I thought it was when we got close.
Yes, I do not remember because it was not when we were in through the door. It was when we entered the hall, like living room area.
Well, are you up for a dust up?
I mean, I would like to avoid it if possible. But Harabar, do you know anything about these statues?
Harabar does not. Just that. It does not surprise me that Tressa is protecting her hideout.
Sorry, Kogaan. The one upstairs seemed very, let's just say, less guarded. Are we sure that thing around your waist is the right belt? Seems pretty odd.
Yes, we do not know, but if it was in amongst Tressa's things with her weapons, then maybe it was her special stuff, but this could be more just gold and like money treasure here. Who knows? Either way, it is a larger statue, and it moved. It saw me, I suppose, so it sees us, maybe. Is there any sign of like, I don't know, what might be considered like a pressure plate on the floor or like some sort of switch on a wall? Like does the torch sconce, for example, on the side there look like it could potentially have a levering action? Might be hard to tell from here.
So first of all, give me an investigation check.
Oh,
Nice. Take that.
You don't see any signs of any sort of pressure plate, anything on the ground, sort of in the next sort of 10 feet or so, giving it a quick look over. The light behind you does not seem to move. I want, based on your investigation check, I want you to give me a perception check for Kogaan. Okay. But based on your investigation check, I'm going to give you advantage on this.
Okay.
But it's a DC 15 you have to meet.
don't blow it, Kogaan.
Just did.
Just. Kogaan, as you're looking the scene over, now from where you are, I'm going to add in a few details here now because you're looking about. Sitting at that table and chairs is the skeletal remains of someone. They're kind of lying on the table. You can just see their skeletal arms, their heads lying down on it. you immediately feel like that body has been there a very long time.
Okay.
It's mostly just the skeleton with the remnants
Patterns.
of whatever it was wearing at the time. What immediately sort of strikes you, you were kind of checking the lamp behind you. You realize that there is a lamp sitting on the table.
Okay.
It looks exactly like every other lamp that has been in this place, except it looks like it was carried and laid on the table. And what pops into your head is right at the entrance to the kitchen, the lamp on the wall was missing.
Oh.
And it seems strange to you that one of these lamps are sitting there on the table. It seems out of place to you that it would be there.
Cool, cool. I don't know, Douglan. Maybe this lamp goes up in there, but I don't know if that means like taking that out creates security, magical security, or if it's just what unlocks the door to come down.
Hmm.
But
I mean, look, I think, excuse me, pardon. I'm a little nervous.
of course, it's a giant statue.
Yes, we go into that room. That big boy there is gonna have a say.
Yes.
I mean, we can distract it and try to get the lamp, but we better, make sure our path is clear on the way out here. Now, I do have something that will kind of get me away, so I can take the lead here. And if I get stuck, I have a way of kind of escaping if I need to.
Mm-hmm.
But is that what we think? To grab the lamp and put it back?
It's worth a shot, I would think.
Does the cave mouth look like this guy will fit through?
No. Based on the size of this statue, you're pretty sure at most it could advance to the entrance and would have to stop there. It's too big to move through the tunnel.
Okay. So it's not normally my strong suit, but if we want to do a smash and grab, I may have a trick or two.
What
But
what is your plan? What's the trick?
well, let me get in as fast as I can, but you need to stay at the mouth here. I don't
Okay.
want you coming in.
Okay.
Hopefully I can get around it somehow. But that might be easier said than done. I'm not quite sure if this thing will move.
It's only about 10 or 12 feet away, so you run, grab it, come back.
Well, it's behind it, right?
No, it's right there.
It's right on the table where
Oh
the
yeah, you
table
can't
and chairs
see
is.
maybe from your angle.
Yeah,
I can't see it. Yeah.
the lamp is sitting right on the table. As soon as you enter the room, there's a table and chairs. You probably can't see it right now from your vantage point.
No.
Yeah, so like if we want to get like technical, 2 squares down from me, and then 1 square to the character right. So like looking left on the screen.
Got
That's where this like desk and lamp thing is basically.
Okay.
So you don't have to pass the statue
You don't have
to
to go
get to
past
it.
the statue.
Got it. Yeah.
It's right at the entrance.
All right. Well, then we can just grab it and run and see what happens.
Okay. Well, I will get out of your way.
Sounds good.
If you're the one who wants to go in and try
If
it.
you move 1 space more forward, Douglan, then you should be able to see the
There
table.
we go. There
with the
we
lamp
go.
on it.
All right. I'm gonna do it.
Okay, so
Right.
so that I understand, you're gonna bolt in, grab this lamp, and bolt back out, right?
Correct. Correct. Yes.
Okay.
Although if you
I
need
will
me.
need a acrobatics. Is what
Hmm.
dexterity is basically what I'm looking for. We'll call it acrobatics to make sure that you're able to pull off this maneuver without incident. You got lots of movement.
Oh, nice.
All right. So, Douglan, you launch into the room. Um, it's you before you left, you saw this skeleton lying sort of. It looks
Right.
almost like they went to sleep. If someone just curled up their arms and put their head
Right.
down
Right.
on it. The lamp is just sitting close beside them. The
Hmm.
second you enter the room, this thing is so fast. It's got its sword drawn, ready to strike at you. The second you grab the lamp, it withdraws and just stands there.
Oh,
Oh.
well done, Kogaan. So I'm like, I kind of run back to the entrance, but then look back like, okay, um, I'm gonna take one step back in. So let's assume like I kind of ran here,
Yep,
right? Grabbed it, then ran back
just to the
to
entrance.
there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And does it stopped with the sword up
Yeah,
in the
so it
air?
literally, soon as you grabbed the lamp, it stopped its swing and went back to its pose. It's still watching you,
Hmm.
but it never tried to attack you.
Okay, I'm gonna tell Kogan stay yeah right there, but don't come in.
Okay.
I'm gonna take one more step in.
Okay, the statue continues to watch you, but it is not attacking.
Hmm.
I'm going to look on the desk, look at this. Is was the skeleton in that chair?
It is sitting in that chair, lying on the
Remember,
desk.
whatever you do, don't put down the lamp.
No, no, no.
Oh, let me just check out these papers.
Yeah, hold
Yeah.
on. Um, can I tell how big the skeleton is?
um, it it's it was a fair sized person, but um, based on the clothes, the long hair was likely a female. The
Hmm.
papers on the desk just sort of look of a ledger nature, like
Hmm.
like they were being used to account for a large sum of coin.
Hmm.
Looking around the room, so to Douglan's left, which we'll call it the map east, uh, there are literally barrels of coins.
Hmm. Yeah.
And you can see one, two, three, four, five chests closed um, in the room as well. Fairly large chests. But a quick look, Douglan, the barrels appear to be copper and silver coin.
Okay. Okay. I think I'm gonna collect the ledgers first
Okay.
and step back out and what do you think, Kogon? Should we let Harbar have a look here and see what he can decipher, or
Sure.
would you
Maybe he
rather?
can even recognize the writing and see if
Yeah,
this is actually Tressa.
yeah. So I'm gonna slowly back out and I want to try another experiment. So I'm gonna go back out to here. Does it follow or anything?
Nope.
Okay. I'm gonna
It's
first.
watching
Yeah.
you all the time. Like as you moved around the room, it was constantly, tracking you as you moved just around
Hmm.
the little area entrance area.
Got it. So I'm gonna take a step back here. I'm gonna hand the ledgers to Harbar and see if he can make anything of them.
Oh, Harabar is sure this is Tressa's writing, and he starts looking, and you can see his eyes are kind of. 2,593 platinum,
Mhm.
5,941 gold, 1,349 electrum, 11,442 silver, 16,091 copper pieces.
It's a very large sum of coin.
It's a lot of coins.
Well, remember our deal, lad. Take it easy. But you're sure this is Tressa's handwriting?
Oh, Harabar is 100% sure.
Okay. I put my hand on his shoulder and just say, I think we might have found her, lad. But
That can't be good. I assume she has passed.
long, long ago.
Harabar is okay with that. Tressa lived a good life.
All right.
Apparently.
So, all right. So, Kogaan,
Hmm.
come here for a minute if you don't mind. And I'm going to hand him, because we're out of sight, right? If he steps back to me.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to hand him the lamp.
Yeah.
See if you can walk in.
Want me to try to drag out a chest or something?
Well, just go 5 feet at a time and
Okay.
and see if it reacts to you.
As soon as
Carrying a
you
lamp.
kind of come into view, it starts tracking you. So it's staring right at you.
I'm gonna step in another 5 feet. Hold the lamp up.
It makes no aggressive move towards you.
All right.
You want to try to grab a barrel and
Yes. I will go straight ahead to this barrel right in front of me.
That is a chest.
Or chest, sorry.
No problem.
I will put my... Keeping hold of the lantern in one hand, I'll try to grab onto the side of the chest with one hand and see if the statue does anything when I grab it.
Nope.
And then...
Okay.
A trap erupts.
I gotta do math.
Meh. Coin weight. Chest.
That's exactly what I have to do here.
I think 100 coins is a pound, I think.
That chest is 118 pounds.
Okay. Yeah, I should be able to at least dead arm drag it out of there.
Yep.
Yeah. I could carry it with two hands.
That's the heaviest one in the room, so you should be able to drag all
Barrels
of
would be
them.
harder, technically.
Oh, you can't drag the barrels. They're
Yeah.
too top heavy. They'll just flop over.
All right, then I will start to drag this thing out and just keep a close eye on the statue.
It continues just to follow your movements around the room, but it makes
Mm-hmm.
no aggressive moves towards you.
Okay. And I'll back out, dragging this chest. We got one. Well, I think we've got this figured out. Mostly it's a matter of a number of things I am thinking. We will need to contact the Stargazer and
Yes.
maybe get some more men down here to help move some of this if we're planning on splitting this treasure equally. Plus, also, the dragon is, what was his name again? Bone Snap? Thorn Snap.
Thorn Snap.
Thorn Snap will return. And rather than having an angry dragon chase us around, perhaps we should leave a couple chests or a barrel or two in that top room where it was resting.
Mm-hmm.
As a promise that we made, just in case.
Mm-hmm. How's Harbar reacting? Like, what's his
Demeanor.
I just want to see if he's got greedy eyes or if he's acting weird.
He got quite excited over
For sure.
the tally on the ledgers. But as Kogaan is talking about leaving a certain amount of coin for the dragon to make sure there's no trouble, he's kind of nodding in agreement that makes sense.
Yeah.
And he doesn't seem like he's overly coin crazy. He recognizes there's a lot of coin here, but you also have to make, as someone with an adventuring background, you have to make it out alive to enjoy it.
Yeah.
So, hey, what was the deal, Kogan? Do you remember? I know we had to pay tribute, but was there a specific breakdown that Thornsnap gave us?
I think Thornsnap honestly agreed to an equal split
Okay,
of what we found.
got it.
So
Okay.
yeah, and then
So-
I had also explicitly mentioned that I was looking for that belt. You know what I mean? And
Right.
that's what I
And
wish.
he got his swords, Harabar. I know.
Harbar got swords, but he also is entitled to a split of.
Yeah, absolutely. There's
So
there's enough.
Harabar seeing Kogaan, drag this chest out. Harabar says to Kogaan, Harabar wonders if the statue will not attack anyone in the room if someone holds the lamp.
I mean, we could try.
Harabar will go with you. We will see.
Okay. I'll hold the lamp and step in.
But you go first.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
I will step in. Wait, I might as well go next to the next chest, basically. Go grab the next chest, and Harabar can.
All right.
All right, Harabar, come on in, see what happens.
He walks up. He
One shot
sees
by
the
the-
size of the statue, and he very timidly steps into the room and staring at the statue. It is still it ignores Harabar and is just tracking Kogaan.
Right.
I'm gonna try commanding it to like pick up a barrel of coin. Does
Doesn't
it respond in any way?
no reaction.
Worth a shot. It would be helpful if
It would be
moves
very helpful.
parts.
Crawl out of here with a barrel of coin under. So
To the entrance. All right, well, Douglan, I think we've got things figured out here. We just need more manpower, and we can get all of this taken care of in probably a few hours.
All right.
Harabar reaches and slides around this. Harabar carries this for moments like this. Bag of holding.
Whoa!
Oh.
All good treasure hunters have one.
Well done, Hub.
About that, Harabar, perhaps we can negotiate something here. I have no idea what a bag of holding costs. But he's going to ask.
Harabar's bag of holding is empty just to carry treasure.
Well, fill her up.
Harabar figures couple of trips we could have all of this upstairs.
Yes,
Alright.
that sounds right. Okay, well, if you want to start scooping up gold in the chests or in the barrels, I will open these chests or try to open these chests and see if there's anything else than coin in them.
All right, so Harabar goes over and he's Douglan. Are you joining the group, or
I'm going to stay where I'm at. I just
Keep an eye
you
out.
don't want to push it?
Well, no, it's mostly like I don't know why I'm getting a vibe from Harabar that it's too easy. So, he's taking all the things in his bag of holding, which I guess we could kill him and take it, but yeah, I'm gonna hang where I'm at.
All right. So
Watching him.
he starts, he's filling the bag of holding. He starts with the copper, and he says, Kogaan, Harabar has idea.
Mm-hmm.
There is a lot of copper pieces
Yes.
Way more than any of the other coins. Harbar thinks we give these to the dragon.
That is a bad idea.
Oh?
They can smell it.
A dragon will prefer the highest value coin. I am thinking we should leave it mostly platinum and some gold.
Or
It
I
will
say
be an
from the-
insult to the dragon, and I do not think you'd want a dragon's retribution after you.
Do we
It is possible.
just give it a share?
Here is from my understanding of dragons. Now, I do not know how much of this is true. Again, this is just lore from my village, so take it with a grain of salt, as they say. But if this dragon has started some form of lair here, it may have sensed the treasure down below. And it may have already started its connection to its horde, as you would say, even though it is not officially a horde yet. And so it is possible it could track coin that it feels it owns. So my thought is to leave highest values, but of equal share. The dragon did agree to equal shares, so even though it is inconvenient for us, it is, I think, safer.
Harabar agrees. We will share 4 ways, and do you think dragon agree?
Well, we can only hope it keeps its word. Otherwise, we will probably have to fight it. But I would hope so. A younger
Well,
dragon
it's-
is, strong, but it will be careful. Especially with adventurers like us.
4 ways, did you say? I don't think the dragon's going to look at it that way. He's not an equal partner here. But I don't really know that much about dragons.
What do you mean?
Well, our friend Harabar, you gotta
So-
ask.
So
You think the dragon wants more than one?
Half.
Oh,
We
half.
take half, the 3 of us, and he gets the other half.
I mean,
That's the way I took it.
was that what it was? I do not remember.
I don't either.
Let's err on the side of caution and leave more.
I mean, it wasn't that long ago. It just said to share anything that was found. It did not
Okay.
put a definitive
Right.
number
So
on it.
It's up to us to decide
All right.
how
Well,
much
I
we
don't-
want to honor the dragon.
Now,
Right.
now, Kogaan, based on your backstory,
You
and
can
your-
decide what's
and
true
your
or not. This is
interest
what-
in dragons,
Yeah.
right? I am going to get you to give me what would make the most sense
History.
here. Probably a nature check, I guess, in terms of knowing about dragons.
Whatever you want.
Well, your knowledge about dragons would clearly be a
Ooh.
athletics check.
Yeah.
I love it.
All right.
Even with the minus
So,
1.
Doing good rolls for this stuff.
In growing up and you spent a lot of time, you had a lot of interest in dragons. Green dragons are an interesting lot because, first of all, they like shiny coins, so silver is one of their favorites, and Kogaan would know that.
Okay.
Platinum and silver. Silver are the shiniest of the coins. They actually like silver coins and brassy coins.
Okay.
Silver being their favorite, but they also love trophies of other sorts. So, paintings, books, furniture, things that they consider trophies of their dominance over humans or any other sort of humanoids. And that's stuff that Kogaan would know would be of a higher value to Thorn Snap than just an amount of coin, and there's
Okay.
a lot of silver,
Yeah.
which would
We could,
be very
yeah.
appealing to the dragon.
Probably leave all of the silver coins and neatly stack in chronological order the romance novels that were left behind.
Like even
With no
Kogan would
steps.
know, like even like upstairs, the chairs,
Yeah.
like the big cushy
Ornate beds
chairs,
and
ornate
stuff like that.
chairs that she had. The
Gotcha.
dragon would even consider those, more
Okay.
valuable to it than a bunch more coin.
Okay.
Actually, one of a green dragon's favorite trophies are its victims, but you guys haven't reached that point quite
Yeah.
yet.
Okay. Then we all agreed to leave this silver coins as tribute to the dragon.
Yeah. I mean, Douglan just is not like he's not gold hungry. It's just not
Yeah.
like, of course, he
Yeah.
likes a full purse because he can help others, but whatever you decide, Kogon, I'll follow your lead.
Okay.
So it's your ancestry in a way. So
Harabar thinks that we take all of the silver, we take it all upstairs, we stack it nicely or maybe one of the chests. We fill one of the chests. The other coins, we hold on to. If we meet dragon, we can use to maybe buy our lives if necessary.
This is probably very wise. Hopefully it won't come to that.
well, I'm also thinking, I probably hung around Lafferty too long, but I'm thinking if the coin's in that bag of holding, he's not going to know we have it, right?
This is true. It will
So
be
perhaps
harder, maybe.
yeah, we put the gold and the platinum in there, and kind of carry the other stuff, and maybe he'll take mercy in that way. And worst comes to worst, we throw out a little bit more towards him. But yeah, because it's somewhere else, right? In a bag of holding.
The
I
witch?
believe it has been described as a pocket dimension.
Yeah.
So
That's right.
It
That's
is.
what
It's
Lafferty
it
said.
it
Yeah.
is. Yeah. So Harbar goes to work on loading all the silver into his bag of holding to start.
okay.
And and then you guys and while you are searching the other chests, you're finding the platinum, the
Okay.
gold, the electrum, all the silver and copper are in the barrels.
Right.
In that last chest, closest to the desk,
Mm-hmm.
in there you find a bag that looks exactly like Horobar's bag.
Hmm.
You find a this strange globe that is sitting in there, like just like a circular globe. And there are 4 potions, judging from their color, likely potions of healing.
We won't say no to that.
Nice. I
Google
look at
them.
the bag. I
Yeah.
look at Harabar's bag. I look back at this bag. And I just start trying to stuff stuff in it and see how it goes.
Yeah, when you open it up, it's like you can tell that
Yeah.
it's a bag of
There's
Put your
holding.
hand all the way through
Yeah,
it, and it's just like,
it's like okay,
yeah.
this is good.
All right. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna throw these items. I'll read the description of the globe. A small sphere of thick glass which weighs about a pound and seems to have some kind of deep inner glow.
Douglan, there is some sort of crystal ball type thing here.
Hmm.
It is obviously magical of some sort, but I do not know its nature. I do have some training in Arcana. Maybe I could I? Well, I'll figure it out later.
So
We'll try to figure it out.
while you pick this globe out, And Horobar looks over and he says, It's Tressa's light. And
What do you mean?
you say the word I think it's just as day. Yeah, you hold it in the air. You say just as day,
Just as day.
and it lights up into a bright light and starts to float just above your hand.
Oh, nice.
It is a drift globe.
Drift
So,
globe. Very cool.
Horobar explains Tressa carried this with her all the time. If you are within 60 feet of it, you can speak its command. Just in this one, it's just as day. Cause it to emanate light or daylight, whichever of the two equivalent spells you want to use.
Nice.
Once used, the daylight effect cannot be used again until the next dawn.
So,
you
like,
can
the daylight version's once a day, but the other light version is repetitive?
Yep.
Yeah, daylight.
You can speak another command word as an action and make the illuminated glow rise into the air and float no more than 5 feet off the ground. The globe hovers in this way until you or another creature grasps it. If you move more than 60 feet from the hovering globe, it will begin to follow you.
Cool.
It takes the shortest route to do so. If prevented from moving, the globe will slowly sink to the ground and become inactive. Its light winks out.
Nice.
Yeah. Called a
All
drift,
right.
a drift globe.
Stow that away as well, then.
Okay, I'm gonna, as we did before, for now, I'm just gonna put these things on the party sheet, and we can determine where they're actually going to end up. Kogaan's carrying all of this for now. Okay.
Cool. All right.
So
And that-
Horobar has all the silver loaded. Should Horobar take this and dump it for the dragon and come back?
Well, I
Yes.
think
I'll bring one
No.
of these chests.
hold up. Perhaps that should be the last thing we do. Okay, let's get all the other stuff put away. Kogaan, take
Sure.
take the platinum, put it in that fancy bag of yours. Let's put the gold in there too, as much that will fit.
The total weight of all the coin is 728 pounds. So a bag of holding can hold 500 pounds.
Yeah.
So basically,
Right.
if Horobar is carrying all of the silver, you can get the remainder of the coin in Tressa's bag of holding.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
I'll do it here. My thought, lad, is to have it be the last thing we put down, because the last thing we want to be doing is going up and down with the dragon watching our every step.
Sure.
So let's fill her up. Let's get all that silver there, and then we can dump it out upstairs, right? Isn't
Yep.
that where Thornsnap said to put it?
Yep.
Yes.
Top floor.
Yeah. Let's see if we can't collect some art. You said that dragons appreciate art. Whatever we can find, and we'll put our little tribute together, if we will.
Yep. Sounds good. But yeah, so Colin, you just said that the rest of all the other coins will fit in the other bag of holding.
Yeah, you
it'll
hold on
it'll
to
fill
for
it
now.
right up, but yeah, you can
Yeah.
basically all the other coinage can go into
Perfect.
that bag.
And I looked to Horobar and said, "Don't worry, lad. We'll do right by you. Just follow our lead, okay?"
Horobar is good. We are partners.
Very good. Okay, so then yeah, maybe when the chests are empty, you can take one upstairs with us and put it up there to kind of
Yeah,
have
we'll put the coin in there and
put the
hopefully it's
coineely in there, and then
Yeah.
put some nice furniture around it.
Yeah.
Set the romance novels by.
Yep.
Do all that stuff. Make a nice little presentation for if and when the dragon returns, whether we're there or not.
You guys, you don't find any art in the place. Tressa wasn't really into anything that didn't make sense, but
Fine works.
you
Ooh,
know,
that
you guys
dagger.
you work together. You get everything upstairs. You drag the chairs from the main room up there, offload all the books, and they're you basically you take even the Tressa's clothes and things that were in there, stuff that you just lay that all out around, and like you were saying, put together a whole dog and pony show that will hopefully appease Thornsnap.
Ooh, Douglan, what about that fancy letter opener that you got?
Sure. Let's put it all up there. And hey, Harabar, do you want to say your last goodbyes?
Harabar is good. Tressa and I, we departed with a good understanding that her time was coming and our adventure days were over. Harabar is good knowing that Tressa got to live out her days here where she wanted to be.
Douglan's gonna just sort of under his breath just thank her for what I know is going to be helpful in the coming storm. And hopefully we can live up to her reputation.
Very nice words, Douglan.
Tressa built a very nice place here. Harabar is quite impressed.
It is very impressive.
If you're okay with a dragon roommate, you could hang here.
No, thank you.
All right. Well, I guess that's that. We'll make our way out of here.
All right, finishing up your little tribute, you head back down to the main floor and out into the receiving area. And as you know, the doors are still open from your entrance. And outside, about 30 feet or so from the door, you see Thornsnap is sitting on the trail.
I had a feeling. We put everything upstairs, though, right?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to let Kogaan do the talking.
Will this day never end?
So you're just standing at the entranceway, and and the dragon is just sort of, it's sitting there. It's in sort of a lying pose with its head on its arms, just staring at the entrance with a bit of a smirky smile on its face. And as you walk out, it sits up.
Oh, mighty Thornsnap. It's a pleasure to see you again. Thank you for gracing us with your magnificence.
I am wondering, how did we make out with our search of my new home?
Yes, well, at first we were a little disappointed, but then we found a special secret passage that went to a cavern underneath the fortress, and we found a large amount of treasure. And we have left you a nice, neat sum presented to you upon the top floor, immediately within your entrance through the roof. And should you wish, there is a lantern, if you are able to reach it, that is, it controls magical statues within the fortress. There is a large one that was protecting this treasure down underneath. It is, of course, yours. Perhaps you will find a way to make use of it. But it seems very powerful and useful.
It is sounding like I have chosen well with this layer. But I will check on our deal.
So with that, she just leaps up, lands on the roof, and you kind of hear it scamper down the side into the hole. Things are quiet for a few minutes, and then you hear the sound of it coming back out, and it it goes up right onto the sort of the peak of the house,
6.
looking down on the three of you.
It seems that our partnership has worked out well for all of us.
Very good.
But
Oh,
I would suggest that you leave and never return.
Oh, no, of course, it's your domain. We wish not to disturb you. It has been an honor, Great One.
Well now, while I'm still in a good mood, you should move along.
Will do. Let's hustle, boys.
All right, we're going. Our
No
bar's
problem.
coming.
Yeah.
I can only run so fast with my ass clenched so tight.
All right,
Awesome.
the whole time Thorn Snap is just sort of sitting there watching, and then
Food.
you know, as you look back and it's gone. It's disappeared.
Yep. Sweet. Woo.
You make your way back down the trail, and you find the sky ship right
Yep.
where you left it.
Nice.
And as you approach, you can see the crew is at alert. They have multiple ballistas are manned.
Yeah.
And you know, everybody on board is carrying a crossbow, and you can tell all three crews are on deck. You know, something happened down here that's got them on guard.
Oi.
All right. Make haste. We need to depart quickly.
Yes.
They land the ship on the ground. You guys get back up. Murfitz is over on you guys the second. So you have to tell me when there are dragons involved in what we are doing.
Yeah.
We didn't know,
We
Murfitz.
didn't know, but we handled it very well.
Yes.
It was, we told it not to harm you. It did not harm you, did it?
Yes.
No,
bloodshed.
it circled several times and little puffs of its wretched breath, but it flew back shortly thereafter. It would be good if we knew about dragons when they're involved. It really would.
Maybe there is some way next time we are in maybe near the magical college or the large city, we could find some sort of way of purchasing communication.
Yeah, like that stuff that
The stones.
that bastard Lafferty used to supply us with.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I would agree,
Yep.
yes. If we can find sending stones, they're called, they would be very, very beneficial to communicate back and forth during moments like the one we just had.
But for now, no harm done. So let's just carry on.
Agreed.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Yes.
And with that, the ship is just up and sailing out of the valley.
Well, once we're up there, I'll say to Kogaan, so let's divvy this up 3 ways. Let's settle our, he brought us here, he got the swords, and
Of course.
I'm okay with 3 ways, seeing as we just had to give up the silver. So let's do that. Let's take care of that. So
Okay,
yeah,
let's,
you have to math that
yeah,
out.
I pre-did a bunch of this math, so I'm just
Nice.
going to...
Now we just take the silver out of the equation.
yeah,
So
I'll get rid
yeah.
of the silver off the party sheet here.
We still had stuff left over. I don't know if you want to just do a quick distribution or something or whatever.
Yep, I'll throw the coin on there, and then so what I'm going to do is out of the totals you guys took with you, I'll remove Harabar's share and then put the 2 of your share on the sheet. So just quick little accounting.
So, Kogaan, do you want to take 2 of these potions and I'll take the other 2?
Sure.
All right, so I need to get rid of the silver.
You just drag them into your inventory?
Yeah. We left the dagger, right, or no?
We did leave the dagger, yeah.
Yeah. So we gave that to Thornsnap.
Oh, you guys are gonna hate yourself for that.
Oh, well. A good idea at the time.
What happened?
Don't reveal your hand, Colin. Just leave it be.
Oh, it's done. It's done. It's over with.
What happened? What did I miss?
Would really like that dagger. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh. Kogaan.
It didn't seem magical. I don't know. We don't have Lafferty or
Landis.
Landis with us.
Well, hey, look at it this way. Maybe that was what convinced him, right?
Yeah, hey, you never
Yeah,
know.
there you go. That'll help you sleep better.
Phone Snap's like, fuck. They left this? Seriously? Yeah.
I didn't even know we had it, to be honest.
It's like a time dagger. You can just like cut a rift into it.
Yeah. It's a dagger of luck. 3 luck points.
It's said and done, but I'll meta it for you guys anyway. So it was a dagger of dimension door.
Oh, very cool.
Oh,
So Tressa kept it in the receiving area because if anything ever happened, she could grab the dagger and immediately dimension door into another room. So she was safe.
Damn.
It's nuts out of style.
Just go back and fight the green dragon for it. It's
Yeah,
no
let's
problem.
go.
Yeah, we
Okay.
already know where there's. If we're like low on treasure, like,
We know where there's a really cool dagger. Let's go.
There's a lot of silver and. Stuff
Okay,
like
so
that.
the share between the two of you guys: 1,728 platinum, 3,960 gold, 898 electrum, 10,726 copper will be shared amongst you guys.
That's like so. That's with.
I've taken
after
Horribar's
Horribar's
third
cut?
out of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Dang. And then the rest of us split between us.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Okay.
Okay, so I'll get rid of the dagger.
Could buy a castle somewhere.
Okay, so we have a belt, what you know is a bag of holding. You know, just based on it looked exactly like Harbar's did, and you've got the drift globe, which you know about because Harbar was able to explain to you. Tressa used it all the time, so he knew exactly how it worked.
Yep.
He kept the. So they were their. He just referred to them as Tressa swords. That's the one thing that he wanted. He's good with you guys keeping these 3. That's
cool.
And your deal is complete. So, the belt that's going to you, Kogaan.
Yes.
Bag of holding.
Douglan.
Okay.
You seemed really fancy. You seemed really impressed by Audubon's.
And the drift globe.
That guy.
You want me to have the drift globe?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I see very well in the dark, but
Oh, I don't. So maybe
that's a good point.
I'll take it.
Okay, I will dish this out.
Dang. And keep in mind, I still have a chest of like 50 platinum, 245 gold, and 500 silver. That's not even on I just kept it as an item.
Could be time to build something big.
Well, Kogaan, the next big city we're in, perhaps we should put some of this to use.
Mhm.
You know?
Give
If
it to
there's-
poor people,
Yeah,
save some businesses.
that's what I was thinking. Absolutely.
You
As a
need
paladin,
to
yes.
build a big castle somewhere.
Start our own
the
kingdom.
McKayne Castle.
Mhm.
Because
Yeah, no.
nobody will be able to pronounce the castle.
Dremnaufinstrunmah.
No one can say the name of that castle.
Nicknamed the McKayne Castle.
McKeep.
Okay, the Stargazer set sail.
Where are we
You
gonna
are
go?
about an hour and a half back to Hollow Harbor.
Oh yeah, we gotta drop off Harabar.
And during the trip, Harabar, asks if it would be okay if he told the tale of your adventure into Tressa's hideout.
Sure.
And he says, if you ever need an adventuring partner, look him up. Work really good together.
Sure. Maybe you should start exercising again, training in case we do call upon you. You might be more effective in, a dire combat situation.
Harabar would have to agree. I was not at my best, and any partner must carry his weight, and Kogaan, I will take that to heart. Get
Yes, I
myself
mean-
back in shape.
If you are sincere about offering your services to adventure with us, it would be wise to be in your top form.
Harabar agrees. Next time you see me, I will be in my top form.
Excellent. All right. Well, Douglan, one more night in the hot springs.
Oh, yes.
Figure out what we're going to do.
I think
I'm-
we've earned it.
I'm going to try to attune to this belt, see if I can discover its secrets, if it is, in fact, a belt of giant strength or some sort.
All right, so you make it back to Hollow Harbor, and the crew puts the ship down. So you're going to spend. It is early evening when you get back to Hollow Harbor. Now, the plan, as per sort of the events that have transpired, is you are next supposed to travel to Lilion to meet with Obadiah and Farida.
Farida, the dragon,
Yeah.
Dragonborn researcher, right?
Yeah, with the plan, you guys are going to go there so that Kogaan can meet Farida in person.
Right.
And then
Okay.
you are to travel back to the city of Elok and meet up with the rest of the group. Now, you don't have to leave right away if you do want to spend the night in Hollow Harbor, or the Stargazer can... Captain Murfitz is okay with either. Most of the crew have been up all day preparing to fight dragons.
Yeah. You use an
Yeah.
adrenaline dump.
Yeah.
maybe.
So they're okay if you want to wait and depart, in the morning. Since the night crew has been up preparing to battle dragons all day.
That sounds fine to you, Douglan?
Works for me.
All right. Shall we just montage through the night? I assume you're just
Sure.
going to spend a little time in town, maybe
Yep.
a few beverages with your new adventuring partner, little soak in the tub for Douglan's achy knees.
Yes.
And you are back to the ship by morning. Now I'm going to run a long rest
Yay!
for all.
Or is that an extension that doesn't work? Oh, still works.
Just took a second.
Nice.
All right, and guys, I think this is a nice spot to take a little biological break.
Sure.
And then we will carry on with your with traveling to Lilion. So we will be back in a few minutes.
Nice.
Okay, we're back. Watered the horses, so we're good. We're good. Okay. So it is morning in Hollow Harbor. You return to the Stargazer, which begins its travels to Lilion
Nice.
to meet with Farida, and Obadiah is there as well. So Obadiah had contacted through Landis to let Douglan know that Obadiah really felt that Kogaan should meet Farida in person. So your travels through the day, okay, let me do some quick math here. You will be it takes about 33, it's going to take about 33 hours to get from Hollow Harbor to Lilion. Now, do you guys want to play these all out in real time?
Yeah. How many? So it's 36 hours.
Yeah.
About
We
3
just sit
hours.
here.
So
Be a
next
few
12.
sessions.
About a year's worth of sessions.
Year's worth of sessions, and we'll get to like. Okay, we'll just montage
Just full
it
of
then.
airship roleplay.
Yeah, the daily
Yeah.
tasks.
It's like the Truman Show.
That sounds like some exciting times. All right, you sail through the first day. All is uneventful. The weather is good. You're making good time. Kogaan, you spend some time sailing the ship as you have been doing more and more of, and
some cooking.
yeah, and some cooking, absolutely. You get into the evening, spend a little time with Captain Murfitz in his little pub, and then off to bed, with the understanding you should arrive in Lilion late morning the next
Okay.
day. You will get there.
I would like a moment to speak with Douglan.
Go for it.
So I just, as we're casually sitting around having supper or whatever, it's like, well, Douglan, our first adventure without Nightingale and Landis, and I think we were, we did okay. It was not too
Well,
terrifying. We managed well.
as my old captain used to say, any battle you survive is a victory.
That's true. Yes. And we came out. We are now vastly wealthy. Seems. I would be excited, except for, of course, the impending doom that we all face.
Except for that.
It really puts things like wealth in perspective, its
Indeed.
importance. But yes, I would say that I think we will find a way to move forward.
I think we have to, lad. There's no other way. We've been tasked with something, whether we like it or not. And I think maybe look at the wealth as a tool for us.
Of course.
It may
Yes.
allow us to perhaps secure other items that could be useful in the overall fight, or, as we mentioned earlier, communication with Murfitz and the crew here. So,
And even... Oh, sorry.
no, please, I was done.
Well, I can't help but thinking of that potential impending war between the North Kingdom and I can't remember what are the two kingdoms again? It's
Wilhelm? No, that was the king.
Kingdom of Wilhelm.
Kingdom of
Yeah.
Wilhelm. And if that does happen, then this money might be needed by the common folk who would be terribly impacted by such a thing. But first things first, of course, we must find out about these rifts and try to stop them. So.
Well, keep in mind too, most of the kingdoms they do right by it, by their subjects. I can really speak to the one that I'm from, but you bring up a good point. If it does get to that, then yes, let's be aware of things, and things need to be set up. But something tells me that little war will pale in comparison with what's coming down the pike.
Of course. Yes, I am anxious to meet with this Farida. I am obviously for the concern of my own people and our, lack of a better word, population problems, but also I have had almost no experience with Dragonborn outside of those from my village, so it will be an interesting experience.
Mm.
And I have a feeling it is connected with all of this greater phenomenon with rifts and portals and new coming of some sort of another gathering maybe or whatnot. Who knows? But I hope that this will help not just me and my own stuff, but what we are working towards as a whole.
It seems serious if Obadiah is calling us back.
Hmm.
I would assume he's not taking that lightly, so I'm curious myself, and perhaps this can help with your quest, your say it again for me, lad.
Yado Balan.
Thank you.
Hmm.
So yeah, let's get to it.
Is there anything that you might want Obadiah to, any messages to send to Landis while we're visiting?
Well, we said our piece. We know, or he knows that we want him to take care of himself and hurry back if he can. But we said our piece.
Very good.
Perhaps he can give us some information on some of these other artifacts, but
Yes.
who knows? By the
Very
way,
good.
have you had a chance to look that thing over?
I'm still figuring it out. So maybe one of these magical people can uh, shed the truth about it and help me. So
There you go.
So, which is a perfectly good opportunity to say that Kogaan would have plenty of time to have. I mean, you've already been on the ship just about a day, so you've had plenty of time to. So let us. You did indeed find.
a thick leather belt.
Yeah, it is. It has the magical
Chastity belt.
properties of keeping up your bloomers.
Woo! Yes. My bloomers have never felt so a plume.
Oh, they just feel so secure. All right, I'll go in and identify this bad boy. Now in Emathan, there are just giants.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the reason we switched over Kogan's to be more about dragons than giants.
Yeah, there's no like cloud giants or storm.
Correct. There are just giants in Emathan. And I gotta find this thing in your inventory here. It called a.
To be at the top there. Thick leather belt.
It's a thick leather belt. Yeah.
Oh, this belt.
It's a
Wrestling.
chastity belt.
All right.
Douglan no longer.
So this is a huge, thick, and very heavy leather belt with an enormous belt buckle. Really, on Kogaan, it doesn't seem all of the enormous parts. He's a pretty big guy himself. So it is a belt of giant strength. So while wearing this belt, your strength score changes to a 23.
Woo, hot damn.
Oh, sweet.
What are you talking about?
Damn.
So that's kind of in the range of stone giant.
Yeah.
In terms of the giant scale.
Thick.
Yeah.
23.
That'll pack a nice punch.
Yeah.
Swing.
Oh my god.
I could just imagine Douglan and Kogaan are sparring, and you know, he just finally figures out how to engage it, and you come and you try to crack down, and Douglan's confident to block it.
Oh shit! Sorry,
Kogaan,
Douglan. I'm
what
so
the
sorry.
hell?
It splits your halberd in half, cleaves
What the
halfway
hell,
through your
lad?
adamantine armor. Oops.
Wow. Feels so strong. Like
yeah,
doing like
boy.
standing like vertical jump tests and stuff like that. It's like I've got like an extra 2 feet. It's crazy.
Good Lord. We might have to use practice weapons here. Good Lord. Or you take that damn belt off when we do this.
All right. The two of you, as you know, as the day now wraps up, you finish spending a little time, you know, playing some cards with Captain Murfitz, and you head down to your beds for the night. With the understanding, late morning again, you'll be in Lilion.
Nice.
So, during the night, Douglan, you don't know. It's still dark, or it actually through the window you can tell you're just getting to the very weeest hours of the morning. You know, it looks like it's just starting to form light outside. While you're asleep, you hear Lafferty's voice. You can, you know, you're half awake, half asleep. You open your eyes. Standing over by the door of your room is Lafferty, and he, you know, he's wringing his hands in his usual nervous way, and he says, Douglan, you must get up. You have to get dressed. You need to warn Kogaan. Danger is approaching. I'm sorry, I couldn't stop it. And he turns like he's going to touch the door, and he just evaporates.
Douglan like shoots up. Bolt.
This is the morning it
Right.
happens?
It's like just the earliest hours of morning. The sun is just starting to come up, so it's
Twilight hour.
Yeah. Well, he bolts upright, and I mean, he's running to where Lafferty is, and obviously he's gone now. He takes a second. He just grabs his halberd. He does not put anything else on, and he goes out to find Kogaan. Bam, 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 bam on his door.
What is it? Come in.
Did you see him too?
What are you talking about, Douglan?
Lafferty was just in my room. Did you see him?
No, I did not see Lafferty. Tell me what happened.
He told me that he tried to stop it, but something's coming after you. You got to be careful. You got to be aware.
After me?
That's what he said. I got to warn you. I don't know why or why. He told me to do this.
Don't understand.
I'm like looking around. Is there anything in the room? Is there anything coming down the hall?
No. And as you know, Douglan starts to calm down a little bit and think about what Lafferty said. He said, you need to get dressed and warn the others as danger is approaching.
Shit.
Oh, warn the others.
Shite and sugar, lad. Let me go get dressed. I'm like,
Suit up. Walking all over the place.
Go put
Hang
that
out
loincloth
naked.
back on.
Kogan's like,
While
"Oh,
adventuring,
dude,
never
get
sleep
outta here."
naked.
Yeah,
It doesn't bother
Absolutely.
Kogaan
You gotta
at
sleep
all.
full armor.
yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna go get dressed.
All right, so the two of you are up. You're quickly getting dressed, and collecting your gear. Up on deck, you start hearing the ship's bell being rung.
Oh shit.
That was
Captain
him.
Murfitz, what's going on?
You make your way up on deck. You can see that the crew, Like, soon as you get up, you can see that the crew have taken positions on... So only the night crew are up right now, but they have taken... so there are 4 crew members, the helmsman, and you see Fentra, who's the first mate. She's standing at the weapons locker loading a crossbow. And 2 of the ballistas, so there's 2 of the crew members each at a ballista. They are busy loading the ballistas. And Fentra sees the 2 of you come up from below, and she says, "Off the port bow!"
What is it?
The port bow, I guess. Rush to the port bow.
As you get over to the port side of the ship, off in the distance, there is what you can only describe as what you've been told rifts look like. Like this black tear in the sky. You know, it's still just early morning, the very vaguest of light, but this thing seriously contrasts the sky around it as just this weird black tear. It's hard to tell how far away. It could be, 30, 40, 50 feet sort of tall and maybe 10 feet or so wide. But what has... you can tell the ship, the ship is kind of safely sailing around this thing, but there is something that is coming out of the rift. And as these things start to come out of the rift, you start to hear this strange sound. And Kogaan, you have never heard this before. Douglan, you immediately recognize it as the sound that you heard when the dragonfly flew into the void.
I described that to him. I've seen this before, lad.
Douglan, this is terrifying. What is happening?
Last time we flew through these things, we lost about 3 months, right? 3, 4, something like that.
But we should avoid this.
We can. Do we see anything coming out?
Yes. There are these large things, like they're like a big wing, like an entire wing, like a bat almost. And they're in these little groups of 3 that are kind of shifting around, and they are moving directly at the ship at a fairly rapid pace.
Right.
These things pack a punch, lad. They also try to envelope you. They try to grab you. These look the same to them.
Oh yeah, you recognize them as the things that had circled and attacked the ship when you were in the void last time.
These things pack a wallop, kid.
And this crew's never experienced this, right? Because this is a different
They have
ship.
no idea what's going on.
So Douglan's gonna yell out, be careful. These things like to grab you, wrap you up like you're in a carpet rolled up.
Can I tie off to the main mast? Is it that sort of thing like you'd find on like?
Yep, you could. I mean, there's nothing specifically, but there's lots of rope around. You could quickly grab.
Just in case, don't want to get flung off the airship. Void Hunter. Oh, lots of them. Hey, cool.
All right, I am going to share the map.
Oh, sick.
And that's sweet.
Something like a hellish red light.
Yeah.
The pinkish glow of the depths of the abyss.
It's always the best. It's always the best way to
hell.
go. They're singing the song.
Mwah. Waha.
Are the ballistae on this diagram accurate to the amount of ballistae we have on the ship?
Correct.
Sick.
So
Pretty good.
I am just going to throw the night crew on there, and you'll be able to see where everybody else is currently.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting they're all basically all gnomes and stuff.
All right. I'm going to roll initiative here, if I can get you guys to roll initiative.
Oh yeah, rolling good on stuff.
So did they. Damn it. Oh, no, just one. Just one.
Oh yeah, it's our first mates. Get some ballistae shots off.
Where am I?
Okay, so you can see, so each one of these, each one of the void hunters that you can see on the map is a cluster of 3 that are flying together in like little little squadrons.
And are they considered squadrons on the tracker?
Yes, they are in squadrons on the tracker. All
Are
right.
these the same size as the other ones,
They are.
Colin? Okay.
Yeah. So they are basically, they have long tails. I mean, these things look like giant stingrays that fly through the sky would be the simplest way to think of them. From the top of their heads to where their tail starts, they're about 6 feet. And then they have quite large tails. Their bodies are quite wide, probably about 6 feet wide. So, cool. Pretty large. All right, our first fella here.
Cluster.
We didn't come up yet, right?
We're up on the main deck, but our tokens aren't there.
I will throw you guys on the deck here. Sorry, thank you for the reminder.
Oh, and
I'd rather
Harabar.
stay in my
the
bed.
Harabar.
Get rid of the Harabar. And he's been hiding in the...
Stowaway.
All right, so just for reference for you guys all the time, because this probably won't be the first time that we have a battle on board the Stargazer. When you guys come up, there is a hatch right there. That is actually where you...
crow's nest?
Yeah, just underneath the crow's nest there, right by the weapons locker. That's where you come up from down below whenever you do. So I will place Kogaan here. And I'm gonna place Douglan just coming right out of the hatch there. Okay, our first Void Hunter moves. Okay, so the way that the ballistas work, each ballista, it takes 3 actions to fire the ballista. Okay, so if you had 3 people working a ballista, it could fire once every turn.
Okay.
If you only have 2 people, because basically it is 1 action to load it, 1 action to aim it, 1 action to fire it, for the big ballistas. So with the groups of 2, they're only able to shoot like every second turn.
Gotcha.
Actually, yeah, it would actually stagger out until more people get themselves out of their beds and out here to... All right, so Fentra, she is going to... She makes her way to there, running up on deck. Our helmsman is continuing to fly the ship. Our second mate there. So those two are in the process of loading this this ballista. So on his action, he is loading, and then when we get around to Wilzim, and that's basically how I'll track their ability to fire the ballistas.
Okay.
Kogaan.
All right. Well, I will activate my new Ka rune, which means armor in translates to armor in Draconic. So now I have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage. That's my bonus action. And then I will run over and help with this ballista.
Alright.
So whenever they get to firing, I can be a part of this process and help protect these people as well.
Excellent, Douglan.
All right. I'm gonna go.
And
Have
because it's
enough
sorry, I was gonna say because it's an action to help with this, right? I can't take like the defense, like a defensive action.
Well, you can take an action this round, because technically the ballista wouldn't be ready to fire until it gets back around to your turn anyway.
Oh really? Oh okay.
Yeah,
I thought that because I was
basically the
got it loaded.
He just loaded it. On her turn, she'll aim. Then on your turn, you could fire.
Oh, I see. Okay, no problem. So then I guess in that case, I will take the dodge action.
All right. The Doge. Okay, Douglan.
All right. Do I have enough movement to
Grab
go?
the helm. Ram them.
Can I move to there and take the first loading of the ballista?
You're gonna start getting this ballista rolling.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, so you start loading the ballista.
Yep. And I yell over to Ventra, come help me with this.
All right. Takes us to Zinza, who is on his turn, loads that ballista. All right. Void Hunter 1. All right, so he used all of his movement to get there. Basically air dashed. So both of those are basically, they're in the motion of attacking the two that are on that ballista.
Damn.
All right, Wilzim. She aims at Void Hunter 7. All right. Taffix. They're gonna aim right at Void Hunter 1 that was coming right at them there. And that takes us to Void Hunter 9. And Douglan, this Void Hunter is in the motion of coming in for an engulfing attack on you.
Oh,
All right. Ventra comes up. She's going to join you there. And she's going to swing this thing around and aim it at Void Hunter 9.
Nice.
Our helmsman holds our first mate. Actually, he can fire this thing.
Fire,
I guess.
yeah. Fire!
Absolutely. So he takes a shot at Void Hunter 7. Find my heavy ballista here. All right.
I've got a big bolt ready to load.
Hits.
All right.
Ooh, 3 dice.
Nicely done.
Nice.
So these heavy ballistas do 3d10 damage.
Sick. All right, I immediately start loading. A big.
All right, Kogaan, on your action, you grab another bolt, throw it in there, and load it up. Douglan,
So,
You can fire.
I can shoot, right?
you can shoot. Yep, Ventra aimed the thing at Void Hunter 9.
Would this be just a ranged attack?
I'll do the. I've got the ballistas here, so I'll
Got
do
it.
the attack for the ballistas. A hit.
Sweet.
All right.
Nice. Good averages so far.
That was pretty good damage so far. Absolutely.
As a what do you call it? As a bonus action, I'm going to kind of back off from the ballista because this thing is so close.
Yep.
And he's gonna go into his overpowered, according to some people on this stream, great weapon defense.
Okay.
Actually, I do have a question.
Yes.
Yes.
If Douglan is the one during the firing,
Yes.
can he smite with a bolt?
Absolutely. Anything
I
he
think
could
that-
normally do with his action,
Yeah.
he can do just because I have
Paladins
the heavy
can
ballista.
smite with ranged attacks, so
Absolutely.
I'm just curious
Yeah.
if they would apply to this. Cool.
Absolutely. Yep. If you're the one on your action that fires it, you can use any of your abilities. To
Same with like if I fire, I could use my my fire rune to wrap
Yep.
chains around. Cool.
Absolutely. Yep.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go into. I'm not gonna smite. I appreciate it, and I'll maybe think about that later. But I don't want to.
Oh yeah, I'm just wondering.
Yeah.
We're gonna rule-
Yeah, so he kind of backs up a little bit, and then he just sort of brings out his thing. He's kind of getting ready because he's seen these things before.
So you're not
So-
really moving from the square you're in. You're just sort of getting off the ballista and getting into your stance, or are you going to actually move?
I am gonna back up because I want to
Okay.
draw it away a little bit.
Where would you
from,
like to move to?
Let's go right there. I don't want to be on the edge,
Okay.
and hopefully it'll. I'm kind of like,
taunting it.
Taunting.
don't
it?
at me, bro.
Come at me, bro. And is that it for you, Douglan?
Yeah.
All right. Our where are they? I guess he can shoot. And they aimed at Void Hunter 1 that came at them. I feel like I should give them disadvantage at that, being that close. I didn't aim at anything there. I just had to put the, I had to put the dice down somewhere. All right, I'm gonna give him disadvantage because it is so close. It's hard to aim the ballista at it. And they miss. All right. Void Hunter 1 attacks Zinza. So, for your reference, these things get 2 attacks. One is a bite attack, one is a tail attack. And then, and because of its... do I do that first here? Yes. Okay, so as these things approach all of you, because this is the first Void Hunter turn, I'm gonna do this for everybody now. Now this moaning sound, as these things approach, it's getting louder. And so, creatures within 60 feet of the Void Hunters that can hear its moan, and that isn't an aberration, must succeed on a DC 13 Wisdom saving throw or become frightened until the end of the Void Hunter's next turn.
Douglan, I think you're immune.
If a creature's saving throw is successful, the creature is immune to the Void Hunter's moan. So at the way I'm going to do this, just because of the number of them, is I'm just going to make everybody try once in a turn, or we'll just spend a lot of time.
Great.
All right. So Wisdom saving throw. They succeed. Way to go. All right. First attack on them. Hits.
Oh.
That is its biting attack. Oof, that's right. All right, so with their bite attack, if the void, or sorry, here, these things wrap you up. I'm just trying to find it here. So when it hits, you take the damage, and the Void Hunter basically attaches and wraps itself around you. That is their attack. And a creature can take its action to detach the Void Hunter. Going to succeed on a DC 16 strength check to get out of the thing's grip. So when it hits, that's basically it successfully engulfs you.
Douglan yells, "Get big, lad!"
I will.
And it also makes a tail attack on this.
Oh. Oh no, she's dead.
Which also hits.
Zinza. No.
Oh.
All right. Our second Void Hunter is going to continue. And it is preparing to attack Wilson. Void Hunter 5 moves in and attacks Tafix. Okay, so I'm gonna get the make their frightened save first. Fails. So they have the frightened condition. All right, first attack. All right, the attack hits and they're engulfed. And then, oh, you nailed.
Feels so bad for the crew.
All right, the next Void Hunter. And it is in the process of preparing to attack Nesrug. Wilzim, where are you? Alright, so these things are too close for the ballistas to be useful now. So she draws her sword and attacks Void Hunter 19, which is basically preparing to engulf her.
Okay.
Oh, nicely done.
Oh!
Come on.
Oh, alright, she gets good poke at it. And that takes us to our last Void Hunter here. And it's preparing to attack Fentra.
Is that within 10 feet? Ish.
Sure, I'll give that to you.
Okay.
Nice. Oh.
He's still like in his defensive stance. Sorry, fencing. Sorry, buddy.
All right.
That's the copyright sound effect. That's why you got dinged on YouTube.
That would be interesting if that was it. All right. Okay, Fentra is attacking with her scimitar, the one that is basically on her. Attacking her. And she misses. Helmsman is helming. Nesrug, who obviously can't, pulls his scimitar and attacks the one that is and hits.
Nice.
All right, and that gets us back around to Kogaan.
All right.
It's getting interesting up here, Kogaan.
Yes. Kogaan will run over here. Take heart and be strong, my friends. And I will throw with my dragon's might.
The ship tilts a little bit.
Reposition myself on top of it.
Nice.
And then, yeah, I'll start flailing away at this guy with my new giant strength bonuses and everything. So,
Wilson looks over, and you're looking eye to eye now. It's like,
Yeah.
It's going to be okay. Void Hunter 19. Nice. Dragon's Might. Homage.
I forgot to do the frightened thing on you for your.
Oh,
forgot
yeah,
to
that's
do
right.
on a whole bunch, but that's okay. I'll do
Oh,
it.
well, I
next
hadn't actually been attacked yet.
It's their proximity now. At the beginning of
I
everybody's turn, I should be
I
doing it. I forgot it
You
for
can-
the last three too, but we'll do it next round. It's okay.
Okay. All right. Attack number 2.
DM's fault. He's gonna have to live with the consequences.
Oh, nice. That was on a 2. for a
Douglan,
second
you're not
there.
gonna get to see.
That's all right. That's
All
all
right.
right.
Yeah, I'll start over with
No, I
Vin's
do
out
it.
there.
I'm good.
Ooh, they melted them out there pretty quick.
All right. That will be my turn.
All right, Douglan.
All right. Would I know if temporary hit points will bring somebody back up? It won't, will it?
No,
Go.
those two
That's a
in the
shame.
front are gone.
Okay. All right. He's gonna stay right there, and it's just going to wail away this guy right here. And yeah, I'm going to put a smite. I want to get this guy down. And so actually, you know what? Cancel that. I want to use Inspiring Smite instead.
You can do both. You really want to.
Can I?
You would use up a spell slot in it because smites use up a spell slot, right? But you can technically use a spell smite and then tack on your innate smites as well.
Yeah, because it's a channel divinity.
Yeah.
So all right, so let me do the damage to him, and then I'll do the Inspiring Smite next. So damage. Have some.
Nice. Oh.
All right. So I'm going to do Inspiring Smite, and basically what that is, I'll describe it. Like, it comes down really hard with his halberd, right? You can see the glow that just sort of trails on it. But then mixed into that, once the impact onto this void monster does, you see sort of like this mushroom of blue energy that just shoots out. And it sort of like cascades down and sort of falls onto myself and to Fentra. Basically, Inspiring Smite, to read the description, is immediately after you deal damage to a creature with your Divine Smite feature, you can use your Channel Divinity as a bonus action and distribute temporary hit points to creatures of your choice within 30 feet of you, which can include myself. The total number of temporary hit points equals 2d8 plus your level.
Nice.
And then I could divide it up however I want.
Okay.
So you see sort of like this, like almost like a blue fluorescent just cascade down on both of us and kind of coalesce around the body there, kind of giving us like this little bit of a shield, if you will. And the amount is
Nice.
16. So let's do 10 to him and 6 to me, if you could.
Ventra's a girl, and she's getting really mad to
Offended
keep
by you.
calling her guy.
I don't see gender.
So
Oh,
I
so
need
you're
to
an
add
asshole.
10 temporary hit
10,
points.
10 to her, yeah.
10 temporary hit points.
And 6 to me.
And 6 temporary hit points to you. All right.
And then I'll
Nice.
take my second attack. And that'll be, my last one as well, because I use my bonus. Nope. All right. And then I am going to, let's see, no, I'm going to stay right there. Yeah, because I use my bonus action for the channel divinity.
All right. Is that it for you then, Douglan?
Yeah, because I just have the 2 attacks at that point. That was my channel divinity.
Excellent.
Ow.
It sounded very divine.
Cool ability. Did you invent that one, or did you borrow it from another class?
That's kind of
borrowed.
borrowed.
Yeah.
All of these are sort of a mashup, with a little tweaking of existing Paladin oath stuff.
All geared towards
Protection.
healing, protecting,
Yeah.
guarding, that sort of thing.
Defensive oriented.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
Void Hunter 1. So it needs. I've been running these poor creatures terribly. Bad DM. But, so it leaps back up, which is basically its action to get back in flight, since it
Right.
just took down this person.
Chewing on this little gnome.
Yeah. So that is its action to get itself back in the air so it can continue its attack. All right. Our Void Hunter 19 is going to tangle with Kogaan. Looks like a very meaty choice. So, it can't engulf you.
Nice.
You're too large for it to be able to engulf. It will attack you, though.
Okay.
All right. It hits with its first attack. And you partially resisted that. It attacks with its tail. And I am going to have to do the save as well this round for you. So it misses with that. And then the save for the frightened condition from its attack.
You fail.
You're frightened.
No.
No, I'm not. All right, Void Hunter
freaking me out.
5. Where are you, 5? Talk to me, 5. Okay, it leaps up as its action to prepare to attack some more. Void Hunter 7 is going to attack Nezric. Alright, so I'm going to do the save first on them, as I should have. They failed. They are frightened. So a frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of the fear is within line of sight. The creature can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear. Alright, and first attack on them. Hits. And tail attack. Also hits.
Also hits. Where's some armor? Jeez.
They are wearing leather armor, but they're not big battle folk. All right, that takes us to Wilzum, who is going to attack on Void Hunter 7, who is attacking on.
Save?
What's that?
Or fear save, frightened save? First?
Yes.
Or did she save already?
Nope. Nope. I forgot this whole gang last time, so thank you.
But
for
once
that.
you save, you're
Once you save, you're good. You're good. And once you've been
Right.
frightened, you can't be frightened again.
And I get to roll at the end of my turn, I'm guessing.
Yeah. All right. They failed, so she has the frightened condition. And that means I think it'll give her a disability on her or disadvantage.
Should give her disadvantage.
Yeah, should.
Conditions on her.
So attacking. Yep. Perfect.
Oh,
That would have been a really
extra
nice
bad
one
when
to
that
have.
20 is on there, yeah.
Okay, number 4. So we'll do our frightened save for Fentra, who also fails. Not surprised they're all getting frightened by their friends being killed all around them. All right. Void Hunter attacks Fentra. First attack with its bite. It succeeds, so Fentra is engulfed by the hunter. Void Hunter. Second attack with the tail. Misses. And that takes us to the top with 9. That is going to come in and attack Douglan. Douglan, did we do your save already? We haven't, had we? For fear?
I can't be frightened.
He can't be frightened?
Not at this level of Paladin.
Nothing scares Douglan, so he's good.
It should. That was me.
I had to I had already done the dice. So
Well,
Just check
because
your
also,
condition. Make sure you're
I-
not. Right.
no,
Yeah.
I never dragged the condition on
Oh,
you,
I
so
see.
you're
oh, okay.
good.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Nope. So you won't be. I already had it over top of you there. So I think I
Pretty
actually.
sure you're level
I think I
6
accidentally
aura.
rolled it on himself. So there you go.
Level 6 aura makes you immune to frightened condition.
Level 6. Cool.
Is that right?
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm immune to poison, disease, but I don't think so.
Well, double check and I'll do it next round because it'll only really.
Yeah, I'm not seeing
I'll
it
roll
anywhere.
the attacks.
I could have sworn that's just innate paladin stuff. Doesn't matter in the subclass, but I'll take a look.
I'll double check. Yeah.
All right, so it missed on the bite attack. So Douglan, it doesn't engulf you.
Excellent.
And with its tail attack. Oh god.
Nice.
It instead played a trombone.
Oh, sorry. It starts at level 10. Starts at level 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
My bad.
All right, so we will run the save on you then.
Oh, but what's her name? Because she's within 10 feet, should have got his aura bonus.
Oh yeah, that's right. +2. I apologize.
Next time, next saving.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, Colin's
It's-
forgotten to
Yeah.
roll, so
That's okay.
I'm running these
it balances
massively
out.
powerful creatures terribly, so you're already getting an advantage.
Yeah, we'll take it.
All right, you saved, so you're not
Yeah.
frightened.
Yeah.
And its attack, so that takes us to Ventra, who is frightened. So she'll get to retry her save at the end of her turn. She's continuing to attack Void Hunter 4. And she hits. Nicely done. Even fearful, she is in there. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Maxed out her damage. Well done, Ventra. Okay, I have to retry her save. And it's a +2, is it?
No, only 10 feet.
Oh, she.
So it's only what's her Ventra.
Yeah, Ventra's the
Doesn't-
one that's within 10 feet.
Oh yeah, +2. I can drop it on her. I think I have it here.
Okay. Then I'll
Aura
roll the
of
save.
Protection, where up here? Self. I think this is the one. There you go.
All right. We're good there, Douglan?
Yeah, it should add 2 to her save. Ah,
It did.
bummer. That's still
She
fail.
fails, and she is still frightened.
She's going nowhere. She's engulfed too, right?
Nope. It never.
Never got her.
No, it did get her, so she's engulfed. Yeah. Go back and check. All right.
No, I'm pretty sure she's engulfed. Yeah.
Yeah, she is. All right. Her. So the helmsman is the same. Nezra, continuing to fight against 7, is frightened. Damn. Hate to see those 20s. Just... All right, Kogaan, things are getting. Oh, all right, let's do that.
Yep.
Just get back to Kogaan. There you go.
All right. Well, here we go.
Okay, you are frightened, and you can try again at the end of your turn.
All right. Attack. Flailing away.
Nice.
Nicely done.
All right.
Take them down.
Ready against might. Die, devil spawn!
Ooh.
Still alive. Holy smokes. Okay. More flailing.
Another hit.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
corpse
Nice.
plummets to the ground
Yeah,
below.
the thing just starts falling to the ground.
And I will make my frightening save, if you will.
Yes.
Well, I wonder if the source dies, would that negate it, or is
Well,
it?
but
just-
these things are all like.
It's
Yeah.
all of them are causing it.
No
Yeah.
worries.
Good try though.
I'm trying, man.
Yeah,
I
good
mean,
try.
I mean, if there was just one of them, then probably.
yeah.
It is the source of fear.
You succeed.
No
It's-
longer frightened.
All right. Can you remove that frightened, or do you want me to?
I am unable to. Has to
Right.
be you.
It had to be you.
There you go.
Okay.
No
now,
longer frightened.
I think now I will stay with. Actually, I will move slightly this way. Also, that's between squares. I'm in range of other things too with some of my abilities. That is my turn.
Okay, that takes us to Douglan.
All right, let's see if I can take this down. Yeah, so. Still alive. Nobody panic. Key is not to panic. You know what? I'll do another one. Gotta take this guy out.
And don't forget your bonus attack.
Yeah. Right here. I just want to get this guy down.
Oh,
Dude. Good Lord, have mercy. Right, let's do the little itty bitty attack. Ah,
And it's a miss. It is a miss.
this guy's hanging up. All right, I am going to.
you a new kid on the block? Because you're hanging tough.
Would this still be within melee of that 9?
Yes.
Yeah. It's,
Okay, I'm gonna go right there.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
oh, saving? Oh, you already saved, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm
He's good.
these things don't scare me, bro.
You've seen this. You've been to this pony show before.
I've seen them before.
All right.
Whack. I'm gonna stop it 10 feet away if I can.
Yeah. Go ahead.
That's why I saved my reaction.
Sick.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
Oh yeah.
Excuse me.
These things are a good thing to keep a distance away from you.
Yeah. And that thing stops dead. It can't get near me. It's on the end of my halberd.
All
Hey,
right.
wait.
Flapping
Hey,
at you.
wait. Evil carpet.
All right. Now its tail does have a range of 10 feet, so it can still attack you with its tail.
Gladly take that instead.
Bite onto it.
It hits with its tail for 13d8 damage.
That's funny. Oof.
Good strike though.
That's all right.
Got you a good one with its tail, man.
Yeah. Dude, those temp kind of worked out.
Yep, absolutely.
Because what's his name is just engulfed. He didn't. I think he's still healthy or close to it.
Her.
Her?
Her.
Fentra?
Yeah.
All right. We have
Pretty good.
Void Hunter 7 attacking Nezrug, who I believe is frightened. Doesn't really matter towards the attack, but all right. Yeah, because he's engulfed already. So first
Okay,
attack.
so that one is technically like over top of the edge of the ship then?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it would be sort of sitting on top of. Right there. I just can't get at.
Yeah, it's hard to target someone when they're
when they're engulfed.
underneath them. Yeah.
Okay. So it basically it just takes its head and it's moshing into Nezrug. It misses. Hard to chew on these gnomes when they're so close.
It's like way at the bottom of the, you gotta squeeze the tube up a little bit to get the toothpaste out.
I mean, if to be fair, technically, I think if it's restrained by that creature, it should have advantage on the attack.
It doesn't, I agree with you, but it doesn't say anything about that anywhere in there.
It's just a part of the restrained condition, and creatures have it.
But it doesn't say they're restrained. They're just kind of engulfed by it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which I thought was interesting as well. But you don't get the restrained condition. You're just kind of it's
a different type of.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Fair enough.
That's how they're able to still do their attacks without.
And like someone could attack them, like attack the creature without harming the.
Nah, just from a meta standpoint, it shares damage. So.
Okay.
Yeah, and Douglan would have remembered that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got distracted and forgot to actually drop that attack on him, so we'll try that again.
Or talking at you while you're managing this entire battle.
It's all good. It's all good. All right. Hit. I feel this could be bad.
You know how to
At
fly
this
the
point,
ship.
the other crew should stay below decks.
They will appear here very shortly. All right. That moves to Wilzem, who has the frightened condition. She will attack Hunter 7.
All right.
She's been doing really good. She's gooder this one. All right, and we will see if she can get rid of this frightened condition. Which she does. Look at that. All right, it takes us to Void Hunter 4, who is attacking Douglan.
Good luck.
First attack on Douglan.
I think you have 9 activated right now. Accidentally skipped past 4.
4 is engulfing Pentra.
I don't know why it did that. That was weird. It did that a little while ago too.
Or it's attacking against Void Hunter 9.
I dropped the dice on itself, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, back to 4. Thank you for that. It skipped. Oh, she's down. Okay, I see why it skipped a bunch of other stuff. But okay, so first attack on Douglan. This is the one that engulfs him.
Sorry, Colin. Isn't 4 engulfing Pentra?
Oh, yes. I have I got mixed up there with 9. Thank you.
Yeah.
Don't worry, guys. You'll hold me on the straight and narrow here yet.
Well, I mean, it can attack me. I'm
it can only attack Ventra because it's got Ventra engulfed. Mm-hmm. It can only attack Ventra. Oh, it's not having any luck getting that gnome. With its tail.
Oh.
Hits with the tail. Ventra is still standing.
I'm strong.
All right. In the distance, the rift that you see starts to snap and crackle, and there's like arcs of lightning coming out of it, and it's starting to close.
Thank goodness.
And the Void Hunters react to it immediately. They're all disengaging.
Oh.
They are flying as fast as they can towards the rift as it is closing. So I'm not going to actually do all that unless you want to keep attacking them, whatever you want to do.
I mean, I think just
over.
let them go at this point. I guess what I would do, if anyone's engulfed.
They are literally, like any of them that are, even the ones that, like say Fentra that's engulfed, this thing just leaps off.
Okay.
They're all hightailing it back towards the rift, which appears to be closing.
Maybe if we could get one ballista shot off.
Yeah, you can try.
Sure.
Douglan's gonna run over to Tafix, Tarko, and Sinza and see if he can revive. I don't know if they took
Lay
death
on
saves.
hands.
Yeah, I'm gonna do lay on hands on each. I don't think it's been more than 3 rounds.
Okay, so I'm gonna do one heavy ballista shot at. I'm gonna do it against Void Hunter 5.
Sure.
See if you can give them a message. It's a
Yeah.
hit.
Is that a nat 20?
Ooh, a 23 damage. Nicely done. It'll take that one back to the void with it.
Yeah.
Into this harpoon, stick it in it.
Hey, Ralph, what you got there?
I went to the material world, and all I got was this lousy ballista bolt.
All right, and as the rift is crackling and closing, these void hunters all just dive back into the opening. Clearly, they could sense their way back was closing, and they needed to get out of there.
Douglan is running to the front, the bow, and see him if he can't revive them. 1 hit point each on lay on hands.
One hit point each.
Yeah,
All right.
if they're not dead.
No. So I'm gonna treat the crew as having death saves.
Okay.
Just that's the way we'll handle the crew throughout the campaign. That they're
Okay.
just not immediately dead. We'll
Okay.
run death saves for them.
Okay. I don't think it was 3 rounds unless they got a nat 1.
Nope. Nope. There hasn't been 3 rounds since, and nobody got a natural one.
And then I don't know, Kogaan, if you maybe
So,
want
to do that.
smack Nezrug with the healing.
I could do mass healing. Word.
That'll work.
That would bring everyone up, right?
They might be too far away, but that's all right. I'm running over there.
Well,
and
you
I'm
can
gonna-
drag them out and and pile them all up. pile them all up and
It would
cast.
get all of us, too.
Yep.
Everyone who's injured, right?
Yeah.
Cool. I'll do that. Mass healing word. What's that? 3d4. I just don't remember the. I guess it's built into the thing here. Inventory. Rod of healing. Oh, mass cure wounds. That's what it is. Sorry, mass cure wounds.
Even better.
Mass cure wounds. Yeah, 3d8 plus spellcasting modifier. So for me, that's wisdom, I guess we said.
Yeah.
Cool. Oops. 3. So everyone gets
Nice.
17.
17 back.
Yep.
So everybody that was on deck, right?
Yep.
We all kind of, as you said, joined hands.
Big hug.
Yeah.
Well, you get everyone kind of into triage mode and stuff
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
absolutely. Lying on the deck.
Yeah.
We're all in a circle and Kogan's in the middle and he just takes the rod and just goes
Just going around in a circle.
practices all across the jaw.
This is the way I saw it was done.
Yeah.
All right, they have all recovered.
Fazna. Douglan.
Ah.
What was that?
Those, my friend, are void hunters. My first trip on a airship, we got sucked actually into their plane, and there were thousands of them everywhere. I feel fortunate that just a few came through, but yeah, they're no fun.
Lafferty did this?
No, I think he came to warn us.
Okay. Well, thank goodness he did. Otherwise, we would have not been prepared at all.
No. That silly elf still looking out for us.
Indeed.
So just as you guys are sort of dragging, we'll back a little bit. You're dragging the bodies and out. Crews start pouring out of the, because as we know, in terms of this has been a very short period of time of actual battle, but they're all running out. The rest of the crew, dressed and with weapons and that. Murfitz is up and out, and everybody is kind of getting sorted as to what happened. And Murfitz comes back over to the two of you, and what were those things?
Douglan.
Yeah, Captain, those were what we called void hunters. I faced them before several months ago. Yeah, they're not.
But Fentress said they came out of nowhere and they disappeared to nowhere again. What are we getting ourselves into?
I will. It's not just us. I fear it's the whole realm is going to be facing stuff like that if we don't figure out what's going on. That's why Kogaan and I have been jumping all over the place trying to find things to help in the battle.
It would seem to me, and maybe you gentlemen could add your insights to this, but we may need to start being a little more prepared for these sort of situations.
Yes. Ballista might need to be loaded, yes.
I will address this with the crew when we arrive in Lyleon. We will be better prepared in future for such unexpected events.
May also wish to better equip the crew. We can help fund that.
We have funds, lad.
We have plenty of funds to provide better equipment for the crew. They
Armor?
have training in better armors and weapons.
In the past, we have carried some additional crew members that were better trained for such situations.
Yes.
I will maybe the next time we get to a big city, look into better preparing us for these types of battles.
And perhaps to, sort of longer range ones. I don't know if you guys have,
Skilled archers.
Yeah, exactly. Things that can attack before it gets so close to the, to the ship here. Kogaan and I can handle the hand-to-hand stuff, but it'd be better if they don't even make it that close.
It might even be wise for you two to maybe give a little training to our existing crew members so that they are better prepared for battle. And we will definitely look at maybe the duty crew having some better armor to protect them.
Shields. as
Yes,
well.
we'll need to
Absolutely.
do this. We're not normally into this sort of thing, but it would appear to me that we need to be better prepared.
Indeed. Unfortunately, Captain Murfitts, I fear being associated with Kogaan myself might bring about a little bit more danger than you're used to.
But please know that what you're doing to help us is helping save the entire kingdom.
From my conversations we've had in the past, I do understand the importance of what we're doing, but my duty is to ensure that this crew gets home safely after these adventures, and I think there are things that I could do to better prepare them.
And we will compensate everyone
Yeah.
fairly for the danger they face. And should someone fall permanently that we are unable to revive, we can award their family with a form of payment, whatever seems reasonable, to help them out when a loved one passes. So
That Kogaan, that would be very much appreciated.
hopefully that
should
won't
the
have to happen.
situation, yes, indeed, we will do our best to ensure that does not happen. This crew has faced danger before. We are not worried about facing danger, but it is best that everyone is prepared for such danger.
That being said, also, just for, again, fairness, we should give whomever wishes the opportunity to leave to do so.
When we arrive in Leon, I will bring the crew together while you are conducting your business, and we will have a discussion and ensure that everyone is still on board with the situation we find ourselves in.
That's fair.
Very good. Thank you for everything.
All right, the crew kind of cleans up, and the injured crew go off duty. You know, they go about their business, and the two of you head back downstairs, and kind of sort yourselves out after an eventful morning. After having, obviously, getting back to bed is not really in order, so you guys find yourselves at the table. You know, the cooks serve up some breakfast, and in a couple of hours, you hear shouts, and you can feel the ship is descending, presumably into Leon.
All right. Get prepared.
You excited, Kogaan? Nervous?
Now I'm feeling quite deflated after our experience. I want to be excited, but this threat is terrifying, and I just not even. I mean, this is a void. Is this seems different from? Is this the same kind of thing that we've been dreaming about on occasion, or is this different? There's more questions, and I am uncertain of our future.
I think it's related in some way, but what I find very odd and how specific it was almost like a planned attack, right? A rift just opens up and
What-
these things make a beeline right for us.
What did Lafferty say to you again?
He said, "Get dressed." I tried to stop them. They're coming.
They're coming, or they're coming for you?
DM.
Could we please go to the official court recorder for
I remember it verbatim, but just in
Yeah,
case.
Douglan remembers it word for word, but
Yes.
sorry, just let me bring up the right notes here. What Lafferty said to him was, you need to get dressed and warn the others as danger is approaching. And then he apologized and said, "I'm sorry I wasn't able to stop it."
Okay. So it's hard to determine if it was directed at us or if Lafferty just knew that we were in its path.
I'm not sure if you remember, but before he left, I know he tried to hide it, but I saw it a few times. He was hitting the juice, let's call it, the void, right?
Mm.
And something tells me his change, if you recall,
Hmm.
I think had something to do with that. And I think that's where he is.
Some edge of the void. The dark path.
The Stargazer, so Lilion sits on the southern shore of the eastern end of the Midnight Depths. Okay? I believe if you look at the map of the wilds, you should be able to see Lilion, just sort of right over on the eastern south shore, but the far east part of the wilds. The captain brings the ship around, puts it down in the water, down in the lake, and sails into the harbor that is Lilion. Now, Lilion is and this would be stuff you guys would know at a high level. It's an elven settlement, and it's the elves have kind of they've built their settlement intermingled with Mother Nature there. So
Cool.
they don't live up in the trees per se like some of the other elves that you have met, but they just live sort of with nature in this settlement called Lilion. And when you arrive at the docks, Obadiah is there waiting for you. Obviously, the approach of the sky ship has created lots of excitement in Lilion, and Obadiah made his way down to the docks and greets the two of you as you arrive. Welcome, gentlemen. I'm so happy that you were able to make the trip. You're here actually a little bit sooner than I thought you would, which is fantastic. Time is of the essence.
Indeed.
Farida is waiting in her home and would absolutely like to meet Kogaan as soon as possible. Are we able to head there right away?
Yes, please, let's just go.
By the way,
It's good to see you again, Obadiah.
It is good to see you as well, Kogaan. And you too, Douglan. You were looking well. How are those knees?
they like to complain all the time, but I'll be all right.
But check out his ab.
Check out his ab. Don't you mean abs?
one ab,
No, ab.
just one.
I just have a single ab.
No, it's
I'm
getting in
funny.
shape.
Yeah, he has been. All right. You make your way through the town, through the settlement. Lilion doesn't have shops and inns, and it is just really this elven settlement where now people do come and stay here, but if you come and stay in Lilion, you sort of bring your own shelter sort of place. You make your way through town to Farida's home. Farida's home has kind of been built into the hillside. It has a single stone wall in the front with a door, but most of it is built underground into the hillside. And you arrive, and Obadiah opens the door and kind of ushers the two of you inside. When you get inside, it's not a very big home. It's a single room inside. Kogaan, there's books piled everywhere in this place. She's clearly a ferocious reader. At the far end, away from the door, there is a large fireplace, and in front of it is all kinds of pillows and blankets and small tables and everything. Kogaan, you immediately recognize she has built a fantastic nest.
Nice.
Right in
Any
front
Any
of
romance novels?
Someone
in the
who
stack there?
understands how to bed properly. Yeah.
Yeah. They're all romance novels.
Yeah.
And Farida is sitting in the nest. She immediately comes up and she comes over to Kogaan and she's like, Kogaan, it is wonderful to actually meet you. Obadiah has told me so much about you. I am extremely honored that you came to speak with me, and I do have information I do believe will be of great interest to you. Now, Kogaan, for your reference, she is a very elderly female dragonborn.
Oh, okay. And she's silver Dragonborn, you said before?
Yes.
Yeah. Cool. Hashrugrind, Parayada. The honor is all mine. I must say I am both excited and nervous to meet with you. Uh, Obviously, you know of the problems that one of the problems I am seeking solutions for, and I hope you have good news.
I have news. It is a problem, Kogaan, that many face, and everyone, please come, have a seat, and we will talk of this problem.
All right.
So Farida kind of shuffles everybody into the nest and, make sure everybody's got blankets and pillows. She serves everyone tea, which she warns is fire root tea, and it's got a bit of a kick. But she serves everyone tea, and then she sits down, she grabs a pipe and fills it up and starts smoking on a pipe. And while facing everyone, she begins to tell a story to everyone. She says, now, it is not widely known or maybe even widely understood by those who are not dragons, but dragons have lived in the many worlds of the multiverse as long as the gods themselves. Some would say even longer. What few in the worlds know is that the life force of the dragon kind does not come from the gods. It comes from a magical source in each of these worlds known simply as the Sill, which roughly translates to soul or life.
How is Sil spelled?
S-I-L. The magic of these places differs in each world to meet the needs of that world. Each Sill is balanced to that world. When a dragon kind dies, their life force returns to the Sill to await the time to return in a dragon form chosen by the Sill. When the rifts opened into the Dragonborn worlds during the second gathering, it upset the balance of the Sill for this world. Given the time that has passed since the gathering, the Sill should have recovered, but it has not. The life force of dragonkind are increasingly unable to return to this world. And now, dragonkind are slowly dying out. My family has researched this problem for many centuries. I won't bore you with all of the details of our many, many searches. I will simply say that we believe the only way to determine what has happened to the sill is to go there. And now we know how we can do that. Unfortunately, there is a vital piece missing that will allow it. During the First Age, there were a group of powerful wizards known as the Order of the Gate, who called this place home. The Order is believed to have studied the steppe and learned how to create powerful portals that they called gates. They built the most powerful of these gates right here in Lilion. A gate that they could use to open a portal to anywhere. Unfortunately, the magical staff that is the key to controlling the gate was lost. Until recently. My research has determined that the magical staff, known as Countersign, was taken from Lilion and hidden in the once stronghold of the Order of the Timeless. A competing order of powerful mages who were opposed to the work of the Order of the Gate. This brings me to why Obadiah asked you here to meet with me. I need you to try to recover Countersign, so that I can use it to open a portal to the sill and try and determine what has happened. And then she gets up very nonchalantly and goes over and pours some more tea like she didn't ask any big thing.
Kogan's just like speechlessly dumbfounded at the moment.
All right, any
Countersign?
clarification on that? I threw a
What
bunch of
was
stuff
the,
at you there.
What was the other order? Not the order of the gate.
So the Order of
the
Wizards
Timeless,
that opened the portal, they're called the Order of the Gate.
Yep.
So they used to live right here at Lilion. Their settlement was here. The order that they believe stole Countersign was Order of the Timeless. And they were a competing order of mages who opposed the work that the Order of the Gate was doing.
And the staff is called Countersign?
The staff is called Countersign. And it's
Cool.
the key to control the portal that is here at Lilion.
Which will lead to the sill, which is the heart magical soul of Emathan.
It's the magical soul of dragons.
Oh, but each world has their own.
Every
sill.
world has its own sill. And she said when the rifts opened and the Dragonborn came through, it upset Emathan's sill.
Okay.
It should have recovered by now, but it hasn't.
And so
less and less dragon souls are able to return to Emathan.
So now it's becoming way more noticeable that this is happening. But it has been happening for a while, technically.
It's been going on basically since the last gathering.
Damn. Okay.
And it's been getting worse and worse.
What's this gal's name again?
Farida.
Right. Or Faradas.
F-A-R-I-E-D-A-H. Farida.
Farida. Actually, he's going to kind of whisper to Kogaan. Did she tell us where to start?
Sort of. Here. This Farida, did you say the Order of the Timeless is still active?
They're still in existence?
No, all of these orders died out during the First Age. I have heard that there is remnants of them left in the world, but their power, their time ceased during the First Age. And we have now been replaced with such things as Windrest and the schools of magic, where once magic was driven by orders.
And did you tell us where we could find this Order of the Timeless headquarters?
It is the hidden stronghold. I do have a map that will help you generally locate it. You will find it on the southern shores near the Shattered Lands.
Okay.
So the Shattered Lands were where the well, their names escape me. The robot-y dudes were.
Yeah,
The Forsaken.
Yeah,
The
Forsaken. There you go.
Yep.
Wow.
So if you look at your map of Emathan, sort of where the Shattered Lands are, the southern body of water there it's in that area.
Kind of the gulf by those mountains.
Oh,
Correct.
so it's
Yep.
up north there, but in the water beneath. Okay.
Yeah, on the southern shore of the Shattered Lands. And she does have a map that you'll be able to help you get you in the right area to search for it.
Okay.
Is there? Well, I have to. Kogaan, we can talk about this later. It's okay.
Are you sure?
Well, it's just
That's very wise and knowledgeable. So if you have a question.
well, it's mostly for our crew. They wanted
Oh.
to get into a big port and
Okay.
gear up.
Well, I mean, our crew are gnomish. We could stop by Gnome.
You'll be in the vicinity of Nome
Yeah.
for sure.
And they've
Yep.
got a lot of gadgets. If I heard Lafferty right.
It wouldn't be too far out of the way to go to Gnome and then up. We could see what Captain Murfitz thinks and see which crew want to disembark and maybe hire a new crew who are less scared of dangerous adventures. But
There you go.
anyway, that's another meeting. You're right.
Farida, after making sure everyone had tea, and she sits back down with her pipe and she says, so within Lyleon, which is, for reference, is the name that the elves have given the area. Before it was simply a very large castle that belonged to the Order of the the Order of the Gate. Within this area, there is the remnants of one of the Order's towers. There is a staircase that goes down into dungeons underneath Lyleon, and that is where the portal is. The elves have taken upon themselves to protect the world from the portal, but they will allow us to visit and utilize the portal for what we are trying to do.
What do you expect to find when we reach the seal, and how will we repair it, I suppose? What are your theories?
Farida takes a long draw off her pipe and she says, Kogaan, I am the 5th generation of wizards and researchers in my family who have attempted to understand what the sill is and what may be wrong with it. But so very, very little is understood of its power. All I can say is that my family has learned how we can get to the sill. I do not know what to expect when we get there, or what will be needed to fix it.
There is a ancient gold dragon who slumbers in the mountains near my village, Hanuziak, and it is a powerful dragon spirit, and we have been in contact. Maybe they know the answer of what we can expect. Perhaps I will be able to, before we go, make contact again and find a better understanding of what we might need to do.
If you indeed can speak with an ancient one, their insight may be very valuable to us in what we could expect. For an ancient dragon very likely would have lived in Emathan when the Dragonborn found their way here. They would have a good understanding of how things were before our arrival.
Did I understand you right that you're coming with us? You keep saying we.
When it is time to travel to the sill, I will accompany you, but I will need you to search for countersign by yourself. I am an old dragon, Douglan, and I will summon the energy to go to the sill, but I will need you to find countersign for me.
Yes, ma'am.
We will do this. It will happen. Okay. Well,
It
thank
is
you
a
very
lot. I do appreciate, Douglan, that this is probably much more than you expected in meeting me. But what Obadiah told me of you and your friends made me believe that you could be the ones to help. And that is why you were summoned here.
You can count on us, ma'am.
I
Indeed.
do believe I can. Obadiah gets up. He's just been drinking this all in. He's had these conversations with Farida, obviously. It's what drove him to, Kogaan
reach out.
has to come
Yeah.
here and hear this
Yeah.
firsthand. He gets up and, Kogaan, Douglan, maybe you could join us outside for a minute and give Farida a few moments.
Of course. Yes,
That
of
little
course.
bow.
Please. Yeah.
He doesn't know what else to
Back
do.
up, bow, back
Yeah.
up, bow.
All right.
Okay, you get back outside, and Obadiah kind of just hands behind his back, sort of wandering up. Please, gentlemen, let's walk.
Okay. It's a
Kogaan,
beautiful
this
place.
is obviously a lot for you to take in.
Yes.
But I did feel that it was important that you heard this firsthand from Farida. I had no doubt that this was something that you would want to assist her with.
Absolutely. I mean, if I am thinking about this now, but if the sill is tied with the gatherings, at least my gathering, then it could be having an impact on how other magical spheres interact with their rifts. So it's possible that this could help aid us in the other quests that we're on.
Indeed. I, Kogaan, have no doubt that all of these things that we are involved in are tied to one another in some way. We will need to better understand them before the rifts start to open again.
I, for one, yes, it is a lot, but am glad to have a focus now, a direction for us to a mission for us to accomplish. Would you agree, Douglan? This feels very straightforward.
Indeed, to be honest with you, Kogaan, I lack a definitive path other than to just follow where I think I'm needed. And so you were brought to me for a reason. So I think this is the best course because I just feel that you and I are tied to something much bigger. So for my part, you lead the way. Let's see if we can't fix your people.
Yes, thank you, Douglan.
Now, I do have a few things to share with you. Your arrangement with Nightingale and Landis has changed.
Yes.
Nightingale has been sent on a secret mission for the Penumbra Bards. It is unknown where he has gone or when he might return. Landis has made the decision to return to Windrest to study the Devil Star Diamond, to see what he can learn about the supposed magic that is trapped inside of it. If it is true, this is the magic that was used to close the Demon Rift last time. Maybe it can be used this time for better results.
Wow.
As such, there will be no need for you two to return to the city of Alagon to meet with them. Now, I am offering you both the Stargazer so that you can try to recover Countersign. And I will be returning to Windrest to assist Landis in studying the Devil Star. I will be making arrangements for Captain Murfitz to have a sending stone so that you can keep in touch with me as the need arises.
Excellent.
You wouldn't happen to have a extra set, would you?
That could be arranged if it is of benefit to you both.
Well, we tend to leave poor Murfitz, kind of out of the way. What we hope is out of danger, although it doesn't always work out that way. But we have to usually trek quite a bit to get back to him, and sometimes we're in a rush to leave, if you know what I mean.
It would be nice to have our own set of Rocky Talkies.
I love it. Rocky Talkies.
Trademarked.
Yeah.
Obadiah goes, I will make it so. Captain Murfitz will have another set of sending stones that can be shared between you and him to better...
We can pay you for them if you'd like.
That is not necessary. We have much to be done, Kogaan, and the trivial matter of the money here is not important.
Thank you.
Now, the Stargazer is my ship. The crew is duly paid to the end of the year. There is nothing that needs to be worried about there.
We are offering them a bonus because of the inherent dangers. But we will be paying that ourselves. You don't need to worry. But just we had an incident on the flight here with creatures from the void.
Oh my.
So things are becoming turbulent. Yes, anyways, that is why. I just thought you should know that they are more in danger now than they have been before.
Also, Obadiah, sorry, it felt very specific. Like crack opened and they were on us. So I don't know if it has something to do with Lafferty going there and they're targeting us. I don't know, but it felt personal.
Maybe while you are researching with Landis about the Devil Star, you could also look into void rifts. I don't know.
We could most certainly do that. I'm sure that Landis had many conversations with Lafferty and would have some insight. As I understand it, Douglan, you and your friends were at one time in the void. But we will do our best to understand these occurrences of rifts beginning to open.
They're happening without gates, just
It
in the
it
open.
is the way that how do I say this? If we look at the history of the gatherings, as we get closer to a millennia, rifts will begin to open. Until we get to the 1,000-year mark, when all the rifts that have opened or will open will occur. If we look back at the first gathering and the second gathering, we do have some understanding, but there is so much that is unknown as to what will happen over the next year.
Okay, I understand.
Well, we'll make the countersign staff a priority.
Yes.
If we are to ensure, as Farida has warned, that dragons are not affected any worse than things have already gotten, I do believe that this must be a priority. We do not understand what happened during the last gathering, but I feel we must understand it before the next gathering.
Well,
That
for our
makes
part,
sense.
we just have one stop. Hopefully, the gnomes want to get home, and we'll gear up and crew up, and then head that way.
Excellent.
Yes. Well, Douglan, should we? I feel like as beautiful as this place is, we now should not tarry and meet back with Murfitts and get going.
Yep. I agree.
Let's say our goodbyes. I will look after my own return to Windrest. I have the means to portal back, but I do think you should speak with Farida one more time and then be on your way. She does have a map that will help the captain. It is old. Undoubtedly, things have changed since the map was made, but it will help you find your way.
Okay, very good. I imagine we're just like on like a porch of hers or something like that. Anyways, we're not like.
Yeah, you're just out, kind of milling
Yeah.
around just outside. Yeah.
Thank
So you
you,
return.
Jose.
Farida gives you the map, and basically says she will be waiting anxiously for your return, most hopefully with countersigns, so that the portal can be controlled and you can find your way to the sill.
Thank you.
It'll be
Yurei Mu Green. Until we meet again.
Excellent. And gents, I think that's where we'll put the pause button on today.
Dude,
Awesome.
freaking awesome.
Awesome.
All right, we're going to call it a night. We can have a quick chat after we sign out for the night. But thanks, guys. Great night. And
Thank
we'll
you,
be back.
everyone.
So we got Tavern Talk on Thursday, and we're
That's
back
right.
in a couple of weeks for the next episode. So right on. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
We